Hey guys, I'm Bart.
I'm Gio.
I'm Joe.
I'm Tiffany and you're watching
Ask the Feels.
Today we have a question from Edwin.
Hey guys, my question is, what is an appropriate amount of money to spend on a first date? Usually I do pay for everything. I don't mind. I'm not complaining, but my friends do tell me that I should have my date pay for certain things. It's not like we go on expensive dates, so it's not that big of a deal for me money-wise. I just want to get your guys' opinion on whether I should keep paying for everything or I should have my date pay for certain things.
How much you spend depends on how wealthy you are.
Yeah.
So if you're a fucking baller and you're like a prince of a nation, you could probably spend like $100,000 on all first dates if you want. But if you're just a regular kid, you gotta gauge how much your expenses are, and it should be an amount that it doesn't even faze you. Like if you really don't have that much money, you could probably find a lot of fun, free things to do too. And whether or not you should be paying for all of it, or if you guys should be going stag and going 50-50, that's all up to you and your values. For me, because I feel like I want the girl to like me just as much as I like her on the first date. Unless, if I ask her out, I'll pay for all of it. But then if we just end up going there mutually, then usually I make it 50-50.
How do you approach that? Because I think that's super awkward. Because I know, like, growing up, girls are supposed to be treated by guys, right? And that's kind of how they measure his stability and his security and, like, how he's going to take care of her, right? Even though that's all false. That's just kind of what we're brainwashed into thinking. Like, how do you bring up that conversation once the bill comes and the guy's expected to pay?
When the bill comes, I don't just immediately pay. I just keep the conversation going. I acknowledge that it's there, and I kind of give it like 5 minutes. And if she doesn't even offer, then I just pay for the whole thing. And in my mind, I go, I'm never seeing you ever again.
Wow.
I mean, I'll take care of you right now, but
I think you brought the point up, like, if you ask her out, then you're paying.
Yeah.
But then if you just so happen to start kicking it, and throughout the day you're doing all these activities together, in a guy's mind it's kind of a date, but it's not really a date in the girl's mind. So I think a lot of the times that's why girls would pay halfway.
Yeah. But if it's like my idea, and like let's say I want to go whitewater rafting or something, then I gotta pay for it because it wasn't even her idea to begin with.
I think you can pay whatever you want as long as it's not destructive to your bank account.
Yeah.
So what that means is like if you're genuinely like enjoying yourself and it's not bad to pay for company. I think everyone pays for like company and entertainment, right? So like if you just want to hang out and your friend doesn't have any money to hang out, but you do, like most guys would pay for their friends, right? It's not because they're gonna expect some pussy later or whatnot. It's because it's like, oh shit, I want to kick it with you, but you don't have money for the theater. Fuck it, I'll cover you. A lot of guys would do that. When it becomes destructive is when you don't have any money and you're out there borrowing money to like impress her, or you're going out of your way and trying to show off, and you're spending like all these, you know, you're spending a fuck ton of money on stuff that's like you can't even afford right now, and you're doing it on credit, or you're doing, it just doesn't make sense.
At that point you're just lying. You're just being a phony, if you're trying to do all that.
But if it's not hurting your bank account and you're still being responsible with all your bills and you're saving money, and at the same time you have all this extra money, you want to spend it with people that you enjoy being around, it's up to you. If you want to pay for the whole thing, go for it. And for some people, they don't mind if the girl pays at all. And if you don't mind, then it's up to you.
I do want to say though, I think a lot of guys in the early dating game, they feel like they want to buy the girl's love. So instead of using their personality to get the girl to like them, they try to do like extravagant things or try to like be extra creative and spend extra money to go on like a very memorable first date to get the girl to like them. And I think that's the wrong way to go about it too. Like, you don't have to spend a lot of money for the girl to like you and for you guys to have a good relationship.
Yeah, and at the same time, you're also putting false expectation. Like, let's say you go to ballin' ass places all the time and you're being extravagant in your spending, but then in real life, you really can't even afford it. Once you do land the girl and everything all of a sudden changes, it's like, she's gonna be like, wait a minute, who was that guy? And why was he trying to be all fake? You know?
Yeah.
So just keep it real, keep it within your budget, don't spend money you don't have.
Because all you're really trying to do when you go on a date is use another activity as an excuse to get to know each other. So whether that's eating or a movie or playing miniature golf or whatever, it's just using that as an excuse to spend a given amount of time with each other so you guys can interact and bond over things. So you can do like a pottery class, you can do all kinds of stuff, even a walk on the beach, and it doesn't have to be an expensive activity.
So romantic.
Pottery class? Fucking ghost.
I know, that's all I can think of. Bart with his hands.
It'd be you on the outside.
Yeah, I'm holding his hand.
I like doing fun stuff. I'd rather go paintballing on a first date and see what that girl screams like when I shoot her.
I hope you guys enjoyed that last episode. If you guys liked the video, please make sure to guess it, like the video. Yay! To check out our latest video, click over here.
And the reason why is because girls don't really care about looks as much as we care about looks. And
I'm dating some ugly motherfuckers.
no, like it's true. I've seen so many pretty girls with some ugly motherfucker, and it was like, what the fuck? How did that happen? And it's because guys really can't believe that just being charming and confident can go so far. They really think, oh man, but I gotta first I gotta get more buff. But first I gotta dress better. But first I gotta make more money.